welcome to, oh my god, episode 10 of our crazy, very unfiltered world, and welcome back to MILFs Unfiltered. Beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
That was lovely.
That was stunning.
That's what you get for the 10th episode. Wait till we get to 20.
We are talking all things weight fluctuations, the realities, and I want pizza, but I also want abs.
Oh, don't we all? Don't we all?
So before we delve into that, life updates. Where is life in Kayla's crazy world?
Where is life? I feel like my life's very boring at the moment. There's not
Eat slim, gym repeat.
Yeah, really much so. Eat slim, eat,
Sleep, gym repeat.
work, work, gym repeat. It's just working.
Yeah.
My life's really, really, really boring, but I love it.
Yeah.
Would I change it for the world? Absolutely not. And I always see what I love. This is something that I do love. When I was a teacher, you'd be in the countdown. You go into every new half term going, 4 weeks, so many weeks, and you're counting it down.
Yeah.
Whereas time is flying. Time is flying. And I must admit, I always say to Dave, I do feel so lucky to be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes I can't believe that this is my job. I love it. I'm living the dream, and that sounds really cliche and a little bit.
But you don't ever feel like working when you're doing something.
That might give someone a bit of the ick, but I genuinely love what I do, and I feel.
But you see, for me, if that gives somebody the ick that you're saying that, then there's a bit more jealousy than there is ick.
That is true, and the only thing that's changed for me, really, is that I am becoming that boring friend.
Well, we discussed this, didn't we, at the end of last year, and the fact that you felt like you were gonna become that person, but also long-term goals, babe.
I know. I am saying no to quite a lot of stuff, and I am being that boring friend. And the only exciting thing that I'm doing is you taking me places that I don't want to go. But I love that. And I was actually speaking to my nail tech, and she was like, do you know what? Having someone new in your life that allows you to experience these things that you wouldn't usually experience and takes out your comfort zone. She said everyone should have someone like that.
And I'm that person for you. But you're the same for me though, because you make me do things that I would normally have gone, oh, no, thank you. And you're like, tough shit, I've already booked us on it.
I do feel you enjoy the things that I book more than what you do for me.
Well, you can put that on your 2026 vision board. Find something that Emily hates and make her do that more.
Anything. I'm trying. Speed dating, that's the only thing.
Right,
I think.
but we haven't done it, and that does make me feel nervous.
I think I'm just going to book it and say we're going out somewhere, then we just rock up and go. I'm going to do it.
That is the concept of going speed dating.
What if it was like a gym fitness speed dating? That would be fucking good.
Yeah.
Leave it with me. But apart from that, I'm just that boring friend at the moment. I'm really, really on it with still getting up at 5, still planning my content, still posting content. Is the content doing amazing? No, but I just think it's that the algorithms and everything is just. It is what it is. But the most important thing is that as long as people are getting value from my content, and even if that one person, it changes that one person's 100%. Life, I'm quite happy with that. So just work. Nothing exciting. Nothing really has happened in the house-wise. But that's my life. Not chaotic.
Not chaotic, but
for once. Calm. What about you?
Calm. Same really. I think things are developing fast. Things seem to be changing fast. My psychology, emotional well-being side of things is really picking up, is taking off. Courses, workshops, programs, working with people, gaining clients, creating sort of collectives. Is all developing really well, and it's a little bit
I love it though. I'm actually really buzzing for you. I feel.
And the idea of working with more coaches and more people and helping them actually get to the root cause of issues is
how amazing. How amazing. Like, really, this year for you has so far been incredible.
Yes.
And we're only going into February.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it just shows what you can do when you put in the graft and you just...
Oh God, don't get me wrong, like there are some late nights and early mornings, but I'm just riding it for now. I am riding it. I'm keeping going with some monsters.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I'm keeping going with some monsters and knowing that the end result is absolutely there. But I think it's really nice as well because I'm happy to work late into the night because I'm loving doing it.
That's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you find something that you truly love, it doesn't feel like
I'm not reluctantly doing paperwork for nobody to actually look at, like I had to with an education.
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff that's actually going to change people's lives. And make people's lives easier, make people's lives more organised, creating things for people's special days, whatever that may be, I'm doing it. And it's just,
it's so good. And do you know what? I always feel I'm going to reach out to people because I know that we've got listeners who are in education now and they're not enjoying education. And you've got to remember going from being in a safe, secure
paycheck every month. Yeah. Knowing that your job is always going to be there because education's always going to be there. Yeah.
But the demands of education, and for me, it was. I did love teaching. I loved being with the kids, and I loved seeing them come into the classroom, not being able to read, not being able to write, not being able to wipe their own bloody ass and dress themselves. To then leaving, going into year one, being able to do all those things, you think, holy shit, I fucking did that. What I've taught them, they will have for life. That is the amazing thing about teaching. But I think there's a lot of other shit that gets piled on top of teachers that makes them dislike the job even more. And I know, unfortunately, the education system are losing a hell of a lot of fucking good teachers. And it does make me worry about the education system and how it is going to be in the future. You know, if they're fucking promoting being a teacher on adverts, we're not in a good place, really, are we?
No.
But if anyone is listening and they're in education and they've lost their love and the passion for it and they've got a passion for something else, we are proof that you can do it.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, and whatever anybody tries to tell you within that education sector, within that school, within whatever position, you can have a life outside of education.
Absolutely.
And I think that was a big thing for me. People went, oh, you won't get anywhere with that. Watch me.
Well, prove them wrong and surround yourself with people who actually believe in you. So that's our little life update and little wisdom that we are passing on into your ears this lovely afternoon. So today's topic, how in the morning, the one thing I hear from so many clients is how amazing they feel when they wake up in the morning.
They look in the mirror first thing in the morning.
Feel like a badass bitch. They're feeling Greek goddess. They're feeling good. They're feeling lean. And then afternoon, when we're coming into bed, you just feel like a flump. Do you know how much a flump? Hey, you feel like a flump. You've got. You might be a little bit bloated with your tea, your jeans don't zip up, and if you're like me, you unfasten your pants so that you can enjoy your food. I'm feeling like this at the moment. Like my body dysmorphia is kicking my ass at the moment. Because I'm in the midst of bulking. It's so hard. Yesterday I had a bad day. I had a really bad day with my body dysmorphia. There's some days I look in the gym and I'm like, fucking hell, look at these gains I'm gaining. And then yesterday I was like, oh my God, I feel like an absolute flump. And as ridiculous it sounds, people thinking, like, Kayla, get a fucking grip. You don't. But it's just, no matter where you are in stage, and this is something that maybe people don't want to hear. When you feel like you've got to wherever you want to reach, fitness-wise, aesthetic-wise, physically,
there will be another thing.
There will always be something that you're not happy with. And I think for me at the moment, it's it's hard trying to not let body dysmorphia like kick my ass.
Definitely.
But there's a lot of science that goes into how you feel in the morning to how you feel at night, and we are going to be separating the fact from fiction and playing the science meets pizza game. That's what we're going to be doing. So what is really hard when people are starting like a fitness journey and they want to get a certain aesthetic or body that they are trying to pursue is they want to get that, but also they don't want to give up the things that they love. That is hard.
And sometimes it's not about giving it up completely, because that is also unsustainable and creates that binge eating that, well, I'll just pack it in and fail because I've eaten that packet of crisps. But actually, if you want to lose some weight, you can't eat 4 Galaxy Ripples for your breakfast, babe. That was my reality.
Absolutely. But I am going to be totally honest when it comes. I think one of the things that a lot of clients say to me, or a lot of followers do say to me, especially not at this current moment in time because I'm bulking, but when I do get into summer and I get lean, a lot of the questions that people ask me is, how do you have those abs and you've had 2 children, or how do I get a stomach like yours? And I am being totally honest now, and people are probably not going to want to hear this. One, genetics plays a massive part in it. Now, I have always been petite on top. And obviously when you do strength training and you are doing lifting and things like that, I'm going to lie, I miss core all the time. I don't train core as much as I do, and that's probably going to piss a lot of people off, and they say, you don't train core, you've got a core like that. But when you are doing quite compound movements, you brace your core anyway. So you are using it even when you don't think you are. But genetics plays a massive part in it. And for all these people that you see with abs, it's not sustainable how they've got there.
And that's
that
why
is
people
something that you need
in
to
the
know.
summer and let go in the winter.
That's why they have seasons. They have the cutting and they have the bulking season. So right now, my abs aren't on shore and they're not defined as they would be in summer. But a lot of that is genetic. I'm genetically... I've always had them because I've been, as you can see, I've got no tits, so there's not much going on in the upper area as it is in the bottom. And some people carry a lot more fat round the waist. There's different body shapes, isn't there? But if you are trying to pursue abs, all I can say is that you have to be in a deficit for a long time. You have to drop a lot of body fat. You have to work your core. Strength training, because obviously you'll brace your core quite a lot. But a lot of the influencers and people that you see with abs, they will not be enjoying themselves. It's not a sustainable diet. So if you want that, you are going to unfortunately have to make a lot of sacrifices, and being strict with your food is one. Unfortunately.
Depends how much you want it.
That is true.
Depends how much you want it.
So obviously we're going to talk about the reality of weight fluctuations, because this is something that does come up quite a lot in the academy. And especially
I think
checking
quite a lot online as well. Quite a lot online you see it.
And what I always explain, it comes a lot on checking days with people. They'll say, oh, I've been doing so well all week, I've eaten this, I've trained this, I've done that, and I've gone on the scale and I've gained a kilo, or I've gained this and this. But what I think people do not understand until they come on with a coach, or they come into the academy where we educate them and we speak about fluctuations and why things happen, is that people don't know what the body is doing. They don't understand that if you've not been to the toilet all day, you've got undigested food in your body, you might need to take a shit, you might have had a really stressful week at work, that can fluctuate the scales and make you hold on to more water. You might have
more carbs for you to see.
Exactly. Eating a meal higher in carbs. You might have sleep might be absolutely shocking, which again can make the scale fluctuate. People don't understand how many things can fluctuate. Hormones, time of the month for women.
Yeah.
So when people step on that scale and they see that increase, they automatically think fat, I've gained fat, I've gained fat.
Absolutely. But even when you see people that are very obsessed and there's some people that I know growing up, especially in the dance world, who had, and I was one of these people, I'll be honest, such an unhealthy obsession with the scales that when you stood on it in the morning and then you stood on it again at night, and I was like, oh my God, I've put on like 2-3 kilos today. Reality, now I've got knowledge and I've done the training and I've worked with you for a period of time and I've retrained my thought processes. I know that I've gone from having not eaten for 9-10 hours, being asleep, and stepped on those scales first thing in the morning, to having had 3 meals, having moved, having drunk 3 litres of water. So all that's in my body now. So therefore, I've got more inside of me.
Yeah.
But there is that unhealthy obsession of people standing on the scales morning and night and going, oh my God, I've put on 2 kilos today. No, baby, haven't.
But I think that's the kind of culture that we've grown up in, that we were chasing a number on the scale.
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to not allow the scales to sabotage your progress as well, because it's something that people do strive to chase. I want to be this amount of weight, I want to be this. So when I get a new client who, when we go through a consultation call, I'm like, what are your goals, what would you like to achieve? And a lot of them, it is a number on the scale. I want to weigh this amount, and I'll say to them, right, okay, I said, but let's just see how we go. I said, because you might get to a weight that's a few pounds heavier than that and you might feel incredible. And that's why I've posted a post of showing me at my skinny self and at the weight I am now, and I'm 7 kilo heavier. Kayla back in the day would have absolutely devastated and probably would have done all mad for God knows how long just to not ensure that 7 kilo wouldn't even get on that scale. But I think, like I say, now you educate yourself and see that that is only one way to monitor progress. And if I was to choose out of measuring your pictures and on the scale, I genuinely believe that scale would be the first one to go, because all that is doing is measuring your gravitational pull. It's just weighing your body mass, your bones, it's weighing your, your organs, it's got your undigested food, it's your gravitational pull of everything, your entire mass. It's not actually measuring your body fat dropping, which is what people want. They don't want weight loss, they want fat loss. And the only way you are going to do that is if you start focusing on pictures and measurements and really, really steer away from the sad, I call it the sad step, because it makes people sad as soon as step on it if it's not gone in the way that they want it to go.
God,
Now, a lot of what people don't realise is the best way, if you did want to use the scales to monitor your progress, is to do daily weigh-ins and then to take an average over the week. But for me, it does come with its pros and cons. I do think that that's the most it's the most accurate way to see if you are dropping weight, but also if you have got a severe addiction and it can trigger things, not the best way.
Do you know what I will say is, I do think it's quite nice to see that there are more well-known influencers within the coaching, within the fitness world, who are starting to do things like that, but then putting on an emotional response and a logical response. So we've got a couple of friends within the coaching world who have started their after Christmas cut. They're like a month into it, and they've weighed themselves every day, and then they've talked about whether that scale has gone up or down, but they've also acknowledged an emotional response to it of, oh my God, I've put on this much weight overnight. And then a logical response of it, where they've thought about and reflected on what they've eaten, what they've done. Maybe they've had a harder training session and the muscles are a lot sorer, so therefore they're retaining more water within them. And I think that is a good thing, because it's starting to educate people on the difference between the emotional and the logical responses.
And I think when I go through my cut this year, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a daily, and it's good accountability for me for every day to do it, but also to educate people as well.
And I think as well for women, it's good to realise that couple of days before your period, you're going to be a bit heavier. Things might have shot up a little bit. You might feel a little bit more bloated. You might not feel as feminine, as sexy, whatever. But there is a reason behind it. It's not you failing. It's your body. It is logical. There is logical response to it, and I think that would be really good. But it's all right just to pile on your boyfriend's PJs.
Yeah,
if you've got one.
I mean, well, yeah, yeah, or just get oversized pajamas. But that's why when you see, especially this time, they call it the winter arc, don't they? Because people are in the grind, they're training hard. Because when people see the summer bodies, they think you just
woke up on the 1st of July.
Exactly. Boom! I've got a summer body. But what people fail to understand is that to get those summer bodies, you've got to work in the winter. And that's why I always say your summer bodies are made in winter.
Yeah.
So
and that's hard as well because it's cold.
It's horrible.
Naturally, we want to hibernate.
And I know that as time goes on, I'm going to be eating more. I'm going to be training harder, and the baggier clothes are going to be coming out, and that is fine. And that is where body dysmorphia is at its highest. And I'm not going to lie to people that follow me. I will come on my stories and say I'm having a really shit body image day to day. And some people might look at it and say, Michaela, fuck off, you look absolutely fine to me. But it's also, I want people to think that I don't just come on social media and I love my body and I'm happy with it. They've also got to know that everyone goes through these days where you feel like you need to wear baggy clothes and you want to hide and let things just hang out and just embrace the bloat and things like that. And that's currently where I'm at now. You do feel uncomfortable, you do feel, and it does make you want to start that cup, but I know that you just got to trust the process and just keep going with it.
Absolutely.
But I think it is really good that, like I say, there's those people high up in the fitness industry that are really educating and showing that,
starting to bring out a bit more honesty.
And I think it's also important for anyone who's maybe a few weeks into their fitness journey and maybe the scales aren't reflecting the hard work that you're putting in, and you feel like every time you are stepping on the scales it's not showing what you want, that the scale does not it doesn't define your worth. And you have got to understand that once you've got the knowledge around the scale and why fluctuations happen, why things are happening, it does make the process so much easier. And what upsets me is when clients, and I've had them where they'll say, I've had a really, really good week, I've smashed my gym sessions, I've done this, I've eaten well, I've done that, and then you'll come to check-in day and they'll go, I'm well pissed off. I've done everything and the scale's done this. What is the point of doing this? Why do they And it is soul destroying. And I always say to them, but all these wins that you've just achieved, you've just shown with me everything that you've done, so why are you letting a number on the scale jeopardise and overthrow everything that you've achieved this week? And people do. That one thing can.
And do you know what? I remember last year when I started, and in the past when I've tried weight loss journeys and things like that, it takes a few weeks for your body to sort of comprehend what you're actually doing. So that first couple of weeks, it might not show, or if it does, it's water. You've not lost 4 kilos of fat in that week, babe.
No.
So don't, and also that's also not going to maintain at that level.
No, but then people think
then they get sort of broken-hearted, downhearted, feel like, oh well, I started off so well. Why is it slowing down? Why is it not?
If I had £1 for every time someone says
I've
only lost £1, and if you actually see £1 of fat, it's a fucking lot. It's a lot. So even when people say I've only lost 0.2 kilo, I'm like, fucking win. It's a loss.
It's a loss.
It's
Absolutely.
a loss. It's a step closer to your goal.
100%.
Embrace it. And I think, again, because we are in a society of wanting quick fixes, wanting to lose weight quickly, if we're not seeing that big drop, people get disheartened, and that is why they give up. That is why. Just honestly, it's so frustrating. But what I said to the people who started the academy, I said, you are surrounded by people who've been in the academy for a while, people who've lost 7 stone, people who've lost 3 stone, 4 stone. I said, but what you've got to understand, that didn't come to those people easy.
No.
It didn't come with them doing a few weeks and then not showing up on the days where they lacked motivation. They still got the steps in, they still did this. I said, so if you want to be and get to the point where these people are, you've got to be prepared to put in the work. It doesn't come easy. And you've got to be prepared that on the days where you might have a maintain or you might have a fluctuation or the weight might have increased, that doesn't mean that you're not making progress behind the scenes. It might just be on a day that when you've weighed yourself, there's just been that fluctuation. It doesn't mean that you've not achieved anything that week. It might even mean you've probably lost weight, but then when I say to them, they'll say, oh, weight's gone up but measurements have gone down. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm like, that is good. That means we're dropping body fat. That's what I want. Exactly. But I think it's just, and dare I say it, I think it all comes down to clubs like Weight Watchers, club like Slimming World, because all they focus on is the scales.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is all it is. If you've gained £2, I mean,
they shame you.
But But what I would not, like I say, rip Slimming World and Weight Watchers and things like that. If actually you stepped on the scales, to be fair, there's a lot of things that's wrong with Slimming World regarding calories, or sins and all that shit. You can eat a big.
Let's automatically create psychological negative impact on food. It's a sin.
Yeah, and not only that, eat a full bowl of pasta, it's 0 sins. Eat an avocado, that's fucking out. Your day's gone. You've fucked up. You've fucked up.
And don't warm up them fucking berries, Karen.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
But if they had on the scale, you step on and it's say you've gained £2.
Yeah.
If they actually took the time with every single member and say, how's your week been, Karen?
Yeah, but they can't do that because Sandra that weighs you is also 4 years into a weight loss and has only lost £3.
That is true.
She's not the qualified coach.
None of them are, and they're still on the way.
And half of them have just lost £4 with Slimming World and then become a coach, and now they're going to tell you.
But I just think if they actually educate, back in day when we all did it, and they actually said, oh, Kayla, you've gained £1. Can you just give me a bit of a run through how's your week gone? And if you actually took the time and said, you know what, I've obviously just had Eva. Sleep's been really poor this week. I have been quite good with my meals, but I've had really bad sleep. I've been quite stressed because she's not sleeping. She's just had her jabs. So obviously with all that, I've done the best that I can with my food. I've done quite a lot more training sessions. They could just say, well, Kayla, it sounds to me that you've had a fantastic week.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it says on the scale here. From what you've told me, you've got more stress, so your cortisol levels are high. You're going to be holding on to
you've not
you then go on that scale going, oh right, okay, so I have been doing all right, I'll just keep going, but they don't do that.
Yeah, no, you stand on it and then they go, oh, what went wrong?
Yeah. And then that is why we are in a society of women our age, in our generation, who have got such a toxic relationship with scales because of people like Beverly and Sandra, who work at frigging Weight Watchers and Slimming World, and that is why, and I generally think it comes down to that, and people might disagree with that, but I generally feel that most people our age, in our generation, did things like Weight Watchers and Slimming World.
100%.
I think that's why. I think that. So, did you have any kind of like toxic traits when it came to, when I'm talking about when you had a really bad relationship with your body image and you went through your
I have some horrific
did you have bad traits with the scale?
Yeah. So I would weigh myself, not be happy with it. I've tried the standing on one foot. I've tried going to the loo and then re-weighing myself. I've tried moving the scales around every fucking room in the house because I was obsessed with what that was. And obviously I was a bigger girl when I was a young girl, was then in the dancing world, then horrifically bullied and ended up anorexic at sort of 16. I mean, my prom dress was a size 4 and I could have fit me in it about 3 times. So I had such an unhealthy relationship with the scales, with food, with everything. Like, oh, well, I've eaten all these carbs today, so I'm now not going to eat for 2 days. I'll eat cucumber. You know, me and cucumber were like best friends.
Cucumber always saves the day though with kids as well though. It's one of those staple fucking things.
I mean, mine doesn't like cucumber.
Oh, does she not?
No, but
mine loves peppers as well. They love peppers as well, mine.
No, but cucumber, because I was like, well, this is 90% water, so it's okay. That's literally, some days that's what I would eat, is a full cucumber.
See, when I was in my chasing skinny era, I used to weigh myself a lot of times.
Oh yes.
Numerous times during the day.
Yeah.
And
different clothes. Strip down to your underwear.
Take my bracelet off.
Yeah.
Wedding rings.
Oh God, yeah.
That will weigh something. It was, and it was the mental preparation. The preparation to.
Yeah, you felt.
I'd be stalkers. I'd be absolutely
stood on one foot on TikTok.
Never one foot. I would always get naked because I'm not having anything fucking on me. And then it got to the point where when I started having hair extensions, I was honestly obsessed because I knew that they'd weigh more.
Yeah, see?
Now we're talking about it. At the time, we didn't realise
how unhealthy it was. Yeah.
So unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then we wonder why there's so many people with body image, eating disorders, bad relationship with food, and struggle to lose weight.
But I used to, in the bathroom, it's like on a slight bit of a slant, so I used to move it to a different room because I used to think that had impacted it. Tried every room in the house.
Crazy. I used to move it around the floor.
Yeah.
Around the floor. Yeah. Until I got the number that I wanted.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Bizarre. So, we're going to talk about now our own kind of like hilarious weight fluctuation moments. So, would you like to share any?
I think mine would be when you wake up or you've just been ill. So when I've been ill and then I've been like really sick or like had the shits, and then you're like, oh my God, look how good I look now. You'd be like,
bring on the flu.
Yeah.
Bring on COVID.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh my God, I look so fucking good. And then you'd be devastated because you'd eaten some rice, and suddenly you'd like be like, oh God, what have I done to myself?
Honestly. But I think a lot of people have felt it over with the Christmas bloat and stuff.
Or you try something on and you think, so my mum, from Nance, my mum bought me the most beautiful black dress. I just need somewhere fucking amazing to go to because it's a very, very dressed up dress. And I tried it on, and then I was like, oh yeah, okay, I look alright in this, like feel really quite nice in this, feel really good, like winning in life. Granted, the Spanx were still on underneath, but then Nancy's like, oh, it really just shows that you've got a flat bum now, mummy. Thanks, beautiful. Thanks.
You just wait to the end of the year, we're building that bunda, don't you worry, Nance.
Yes.
Do not worry. But I think what I used to really struggle with, now this is I think, and this is a big, like guessing, but I would say 99% of women will feel what I've used to be obsessed with, and I bet some are still obsessed with. When it gets to summer and tighter dresses, like day dresses come out, like those jersey dresses, the pouch at the bottom. I used to be obsessed with having absolute flat nothing there.
And just remove your uterus, please, babe, and then you can have that.
No, but honestly, the obsession I used to have, because I used to hate if it used, or the bloat after you've been out, having that little bit of bloat, and then obviously with me got bum as well. I just used to feel like it came like an S. I felt like an S. I hated it. I said I just wanted to be a capital P. I just wanted that. And the obsession with trying to get just completely flat was ridiculous. Now I am talking back a long time ago, but there's so much on social media now educating people on the fupa. And how it is
on the exercises that if you do them, your fupa will disappear in 30 days.
Honestly, what is actually amazing, that this little bum, that the pouch or the bump that we have, that everyone has tried and gets conscious about and done their best to get rid of, is actually an amazing thing, and it is actually there to protect all our amazing organs and for childbearing and to protect the baby there. But if I'd have seen a lot more of that on social media, and if it was socially acceptable to have this little bump when you're in these skimpy tights, jersey, t-shirt, dresses, you know what I mean? I don't think it would have been so much of an issue.
No, but I think when we were teenagers, early 20s, it was all over. Just as social media was coming like a really big thing, it was how to lose your fupa in 30 days and do all these exercises to get shut of it. And now you think back and you think, no, babe, the only thing that's going to get shut of it is like a full hysterectomy.
Yeah.
Well,
get rid of all your organs, get them ripped out. But I think, I reckon so many women now are still conscious about that.
Of course they are, yeah.
Absolutely. That was the one 100%. Thing that used to really, really get me down, feeling like I'm doing all this work and I've still got this pouch, this bump.
Yeah.
Which just...
Do you know what hilarious I remember back in my dancing days when we used to obviously wear like skimpy leotards and like all-in-one numbers and like hot pants and stuff. I used to feel like I was absolute bee's knees and the dog's bollocks if I could see my hip bones.
Really?
Yeah, if I could stand in front of the dancing mirror and I could see my hip bones, I was like, right, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
It's so crazy.
And now I'm like, I don't know what my fucking hip bones look like. I don't know where those bastards are.
How healthy you are though now and how your relationships changed. And it takes time to kind of educate yourself and...
Of course it does. It takes years. And there's still, like you say, those body dysmorphia days where I stand and I think, oh God, but now everything's wobbly, it's saggly, there's loose skin, I'm never going to get to where I want to be. You do have those days. You do have those days, whatever. And like we've said for so many episodes, you will reach that goal. So I've reached the goal of the number on the scales that I wanted, but it's not good enough. There's still more I want to do. There's still the next thing. There's still that, oh, shall I drop another half a stone? And then like you're like, oh yeah, but then I could do that, and if I could just do this. And it's unrealistic, but it's with that generation where that was what we were taught to be.
I think that is the generation. And I'm going to be honest, everyone loves how they look in the morning, and everyone at night are going to be bloated.
Everyone loves how they look when they're led down flat.
Yeah, in the morning. And you're like, wow, look at that.
And then you roll onto your side and it all just collects.
But honestly, I mean, even when I'm at my leanest, I can lean forward and I'll have rolls.
Yeah.
I will. It's just normal.
Skin.
It's just skin. It's just, and it's skin that's been stretched from having 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that. They forget how your bodies change as you get older, and they change it once you've had children as well.
Of course they do.
You've got to get that in your head. You have got to get that in your head. And this striving to get the abs and things like that, yeah, you can get it, but you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of stuff. So, as we are talking about that, we're going to say about sacrificing and things like that. We're going to play a game. Worth the calories or absolutely not.
And we love our food. Let's go.
Are you ready? So, this gives me the ache, this one.
Takes me back to being 19, and even then I found it out.
Right here, this is me being boring friend that I wouldn't do this. Once upon a time, Kayla would have done this.
Yeah.
Cold pizza, eaten standing in the kitchen at midnight.
It's not worth it for me.
When I was younger,
uni,
absolutely getting in and having that pizza and dirty kebab.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, enjoying the cold bit left over for breakfast following day before uni.
For me, that gives me absolute ick. That to me right now is not worth calories at all. Absolutely not. Oh, that's disgusting. Number 2, a salad that costs more than a pizza.
No, give me the pizza. Hot, steaming, beautiful, melted, delicious cheese.
Absolutely. And do you know what? The only salad, right, I would pay more than a pizza. It's got to be a good chicken Caesar salad.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a bit of an addiction. Got to be a good chicken. Any day.
Yes.
Absolutely. Give me a chicken Caesar salad over a pizza any day.
Yeah.
But I know that sometimes salads can cost more than actual decent food.
And did you know, in McDonald's, the salad has more calories in it than the double cheeseburger?
How?
Because of the other stuff that they put on, the dressings and stuff like that in it. The salad has more calories in it than the double cheeseburger. So there you go, ladies and gents. If you want a double cheeseburger, go and have one instead of a salad from McDonald's, because there's less calories.
Honestly. And I think this is the problem as well. People think that you've got to eat, if you're on trying to lose weight or trying to get abs. Yes, you are going to have to make sacrifices, but you have to eat boring shit. And to be fair, most people who do have abs and things like that,
eat boring
they eat boring shit. But if you like your food, then you've got to understand that yes, you can get a slimmer body, but you're not going to get ripped abs. People who have ripped abs aren't eating pizza, and they aren't eating bloody good food, or chicken Caesar salads for that matter, because they are quite calorific. Worth the calories, low fat cheese.
It's not for me. Especially when it comes to Christmas.
Christmas is definitely, we have full fat, enjoy it, but when
I like Philly light.
When we love cheese in our house.
Yeah.
When it comes to me cutting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Baby Bell light.
We have to shave,
I love a Baby Bell light.
And we have to shave calories to keep, but we still want to enjoy the foods that we love. We do have low fat cheese, and it is worth the calories for us to still have that cheese fix, but less calories.
Yeah.
So I think it depends seasonal.
Yeah, seasonal calories.
Seasonal calories for me, that one. Oh, eating garlic bread before the meal arrives. Absolutely worth it.
See, I feel like I judge people that don't order a garlic bread with a starter, or to arrive before the food comes.
I love it when you get breads. When you get breads and butter.
Breads and olive oil and balsamic vinegar.
Dippy.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth the calories.
Yes.
But then it's really gutting that when you eat that and then your main comes, you don't eat all your main.
Yeah.
But then
I don't really had that many times where that's been an issue for me, to be honest.
Sometimes it asks me where I've overindulged on the starter and the free, and the garlic bread and stuff.
The free bread.
Well, it's not free, but you think it's free because they just put it on your table, don't you? Like, oh! But I must admit, I do love getting all those like breads and garlic breads, but I do take them home with me if I don't eat all my main meal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doggy bags.
Get a goodie bag,
I call them doggy bags.
Oh, you call them doggy bags.
Doggy bags. Not goodie bags, doggy bags. Take them home. Wine calories you refuse to acknowledge.
Worth the calories. I mean, I don't drink every night, but since before Christmas and right up to now, it's like a glass a day keeps the bitches away from me and my mother.
Yeah.
Glass of Prosecco a day. I mean, not every day now, you know, we're being good now.
And I think with all of these, if it's part of your routine and it's something that you enjoy, and it will keep you sane, and not only that, but keep you on a journey and keep it sustainable. If you have a glass of wine, I've got clients who, when they came to me, they were like, Kayla, I'm not giving up my glass of wine every night. No. I'm not doing it. And I've got clients who are losing weight, looking incredible, and they have a glass of wine every single night. But it's because they are kind of clever with the calories in the day. And I think that's where, as a society, we are very much all or nothing. It's either you've got to eat healthy or you can't one or the other at all. It's one or the other. Final one, cheap ass protein bars that taste like regret.
Absolutely
really
not
worth it.
Absolutely
now,
not.
ESN ones.
Oh, they're delicious.
They are
delicious.
They are the best protein bars I've ever had.
The chocolate ones.
Once upon a time, before I got with ESN, before I tried the products, I was a grenade girl. I was obsessed with the Oreo.
Really?
Yes, I was obsessed with the Oreo ones. And
see, I used to like the salted caramel ones, but I couldn't eat a full one.
See, I was obsessed with the Oreo ones. I'd have them quite a lot, thinking, and they did, because compared to other protein bars, they did taste all right. And it was only recently that I'd run out of ESN bars and I just needed a protein bar for on the go, and I got a grenade. Wow. I was like, what the fuck have I been eating?
What is violating my mouth?
And I ate it and I was like, that seriously wasn't even worth the calories or even getting that protein in. Absolutely not.
No.
So with that being said, talking about food and realistic food advice, I've said this all along. You can eat whatever you want, but you have to make sure that your diet is 80% nutritious, 20% delicious. If you are someone who...
I put a slogan.
I always say that, 80% delicious, not delicious, 80% nutritious, 20% delicious. You sit with that 80-20 rule, you're going to thrive and you're going to enjoy the process. But if you are someone who starts cutting out carbs and starts restricting themselves and having that all or nothing mindset and approach to food, they are the people that are going to struggle and not enjoy the journey and not achieve their goals for this year. So I would just say be mindful. You've got to, and as much as I hate it, tracking is so beneficial when it comes to trying
because the sneaky little fuckers like oil and butter and dressings,
which Again,
sneaky little
it's just
buggers.
things like that, if you just make those alternative low-calorie swaps, can save you so many calories that you can still enjoy the foods you love. Like, to be honest with you could eat McDonald's. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. You might feel like shit. You might be hungry a lot.
Permanently hungry.
But you know what I mean? You can do, so you don't have to restrict yourself at all. And yeah, that's...
Well, yeah. So, right, this week's What the Fuck of the Week. Over to you.
So, which you already know about this, but I've really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. So, since going from being in education and then going self-employed, the one thing I really, really wanted to do was take my children on holiday out of school hours. And we did it last year and we had an amazing time. Went to La Palma, which by the way is not in Gran Canaria, which I thought it were. It's a fucking completely different island and country.
You didn't pay much attention in geography, did you, babe?
My big what the fuck of the week is that I've done a criminal offence. I could potentially go to jail, well, not get a criminal record.
I mean, it's we hope you don't go to jail because you are going to be somebody's bitch. You couldn't cope.
So what's happened is you have to pay a fine for taking them out, which you get a letter through the door, which I paid, or so I thought. But what I didn't know is that you get 2 separate letters.
Both parents?
Both parents. Because I thought we lived under one fucking household. It was one fucking letter.
So have you paid David's? So David's not going to prison?
No, David's got off the hook, but I paid David's and I didn't pay mine. So it was only until I've got a fucking letter through the post saying, you, Michaela Hogg, you have not paid this fine. You're getting a court summons. I'm going to court. So, yeah, potentially criminal record, massive fine. But as I've looked into it, it's all good. It is all good. The worst case scenario, I've got to plead guilty, which I will. I've sent an email. I've been sending emails. I've been shitting myself. I've been absolutely shitting myself. So anyone who's thinking of taking their children outside of school hours and taking them on holiday, do it, but just make sure you pay the fucking fine. And that's just typical me. It was just busy. I thought it was one household, and Dave just went, like, this needs paying. Put the letter in front of me, so I did. I just paid it, not thinking. Didn't read the bit where it said Mr. David Hogg on the top. It had a thing in it. I just played it and just paid the fine. Just did it. Completely forgot about myself. So yeah. Hopefully not going to jail. Well, if in a couple of weeks, ladies and gents, I'm here hosting this podcast on my own, we know why. It's because Kayla's His Royal Majesty's prison. Yeah, but honestly, it only happens to me. It only happens to me. And it's the first time I've done it. I can just imagine your face reading the letter and being I paid this. Dave thinks it's fucking hilarious. Well, he will do, He's not bending over for nobody, so. No. So, obviously, I've got to plead guilty, which I will. And from when I've looked into it, the most I'm probably going to pay is about 100 and odd quid, which is similar to what I'm going to pay. But yeah, fucked up big time. That's my what the fuck of the week. And realistically, if I want to take my kids to go on a frigging amazing holiday, I should be able to do that without getting fucking fined. Well, maybe holiday companies should have to address the fact that they cost so much fucking money to go on holiday. That is true. So don't get me started on being a single parent trying to go on holiday, because my child from full price. That is my what the fuck of the week. And am I going to do it again this year? Yes. Probably, but I will pay the fine. If I'm allowed. If I'm not in jail. Yeah. So that holiday might be coming to visit you. Yeah, definitely. So to finish off, you can want abs and you can have food, but realistically, if you do want abs, you are going to have to make a few sacrifices, and just think that just by having abs doesn't actually make you happy. No. It doesn't make you happy. And people who do have abs online, I genuinely bet they're not enjoying or happy.
No.
They'll have definitely restricted and had to make a lot of sacrifices in order to get those
and I think
abs. It's not the be all and end all, I'm telling you.
No. And I think it's good to remember, if you're seeing those people with abs online, that positioning, lighting, stance, all that comes into it. So their abs might not even be as good as they're making out.
And also, daily fluctuations are completely normal.
Yes.
And scales are fuckers. So don't just
joy.
They are. Don't just rely on them, and they do not. Don't let them define your worth and kind of throw off everything that you do that week. All the things that you're doing to get one step closer to your goal. Don't let that scale and whatever number comes on it literally throw all your hard work down the drain.
Absolutely
it really isn't worth it.
Absolutely not. And I think on that note, after all that talk of pizza, I'm going to go and eat pizza and absolutely not weigh myself.
What's toppings? Go.
I love a good cheese and tomato. Lots of good cheeses though, like a 4 cheese.
Like a 4 cheese, that's a good shout.
Yeah. We do love a pepperoni in our house.
We do love a pepperoni. Anyone who enjoys ham and pineapple, I think they're mentally unstable. Anyone who has it.
Yeah, and that's coming from us.
And Dave has it. He loves a ham and pineapple.
David, you've gone down in my estimations.
I think that's, it's questionable.
Yeah, questionable life choices there.
But on that note, that is episode 10. Wow. Episode 10 of MILFs Unfiltered. Thank you all for your continued support. Please make sure that you share, drop a follow and listen. If you want to follow our socials, it's on MILFs Unfiltered Pod. And check us out on YouTube. We're trying to grow on there as well. We've only just really started putting it up. If you have any stories and you want anything else from this podcast, let us know so we can obviously keep you all entertained.
Yes. And as always, we look forward to coming in your ears again next week.
So thanks guys.
Thank you.
This was episode 10. See you next time on
MILFs Unfiltered.